It's Saturday. It's about noon-ish. Keith is away rock climbing this weekend, so I just kind of have the house to myself, and I'm doing a lot of arm movements in the mirror, as you can tell. In the last studio vlog, I had briefly mentioned how we were planning to upgrade our dressers sometime within the next year, and spoiler alert, we just went ahead and bit the bullet and got a brand new dresser, so I'm excited to show it to you guys. It is a used dresser, solid wood. We got it on the OfferUp app. I just love the way that it looks in this room. It brings a lot of depth and warmth, but at the same time, this room still looks very bright. So I have been going through my closet and sorting through a lot of things, trying to get rid of as much as possible. I was able to fit most of my pants in the new dresser, so that cleared up a lot of space in here. I reorganized everything up here from last vlog, and I was able to utilize a lot more of the under the bed storage, so super happy with the state of the bedroom. And I'll show you briefly the office because I finally sorted through that giant pile of trash. Finally do not have trash in this office. The only thing that has yet to be completely sorted is this stack of papers here. With our old dressers, now that they're not in the bedroom, I've decided to put them in this closet, which gave us a lot more storage, and we were just able to utilize more vertical space here. So here we have like towels and linens and just kind of spare things that we don't need all the time. I moved up these storage containers on top of this dresser. This is also where all of our jackets are, so we've been able to utilize that storage really well. And on this side, we have the second dresser, because we just had these two dressers pushed together as part of our attempt to make a nicer dresser and clear up space in our bedroom. But I think they serve a much better purpose in here. They are able to fit a lot of my art supply stuff for Patreon, stuff for packaging orders, larger kind of bulkier art supply items that I don't necessarily want out in the open all the time. So there's even room to grow into them a little bit. And now, again, we have a lot more vertical storage going on here. I likely won't do another workstation tour this year. My workstation tour has not changed all that much, with the exception of just reorganizing and utilizing the space a little bit different. So I don't think I'll do an upgraded workstation tour until I really kind of upgrade some of the pieces in here and change around the function of these items, but that won't be for a while. So I think I will forego a workstation tour this year. But I have been doing a lot of organizing in this space, and I cannot tell you how good that feels. It feels really nice to have a space that's clean and functional and organized, and things have a place to be. But to show you the more art side of things, I have been intermittently working on some artwork for gifts for my coworkers. So I've been doing these little paintings. These are roughly 5 by 7. They might be 4.5 by 6.5. And this is the Arteza watercolor paper. So I finished 2 so far. I have a couple more sketched out here that I think I'm going to be working on in a live stream this weekend. I think I'm going to live stream a little bit later today, especially since I made so much progress on my chores. And for these paintings, I have been using the Arteza Real Brush pens. I really have not used these pens since my initial review, and I wanted to revisit them and see if I enjoy using them any differently, and I definitely think the more I use them, the more I like them. And this will also be informative for my collective Arteza review video that will be coming out very, very soon. The last thing that I'll show you for right now is some concept work that I've been doing for a couple of things. This is a very rough idea for an Inktober theme that I'll be doing this year. And then this is a very rough concept design for my September capsule launch on my store. It's going to be kind of a illustration that symbolizes the transition of seasons, and I feel like September is a perfect month to launch something like that. So it's going to be a series of 3 illustrations. And that is pretty much all I've been working on for right now. I have my work cut out for me this weekend, but I'm really looking forward to just getting a head start on some of these projects. So I've been experimenting with some new sticker sheets. I have some weekly planner ones as well as some social media planner ones. I usually almost always do a test print of my sticker sheets on a normal piece of paper. As you can see here, this is the sticker paper. It just cuts straight through. But I do this just to make sure that the colors look good, that my printer heads don't need cleaning, that the Cricut doesn't need calibrating. And it cut the test print perfectly, but as you may be able to tell, I'll do kind of a sample peel here. The actual sticker sheet did not. Yeah, interestingly enough, these ones print just fine when I did the test, but I don't know, anything can happen when you're making your own stickers. It seems like all the technology communicating together can get a little finicky, but the second sheet seems to be working out just fine, so I think I will just try to remake the social media ones. I do this to try and save sticker paper, but it doesn't always work out that way. And I'm taking a close-up look at the weekly sticker sheet, and for the most part it looks pretty good. I think the thing that I experimented with this time around was some very, very tiny lines and cut marks that are kind of raising up a little bit just because the blade really had to get in there and around these corners. In the future, I think this just means I have to make the stroke a little bit thicker, but the more simple geometric shapes cut totally fine. It just might be a little bit finicky when I'm peeling off the letters. Again, I will use these, so even if I don't end up putting them in my shop, or if I end up editing them before they go into my shop, I think I will still get a lot of use out of these in my planner. So I'm happy with the way these ones came out. Anyway, I think my adventures with the sticker sheets are going to be done for now, so I'm going to put a pause on that. And it's about 3 p.m. now, which is around the time I wanted to start streaming, so I think I'm going to switch gears a little bit and stream on Twitch. Alright, it's about 3 hours later. I just wrapped up the stream. It was a very productive stream. I finished these 2 paintings. I didn't record them on my main camera, which is this camera, but I do have the stream footage if I want to use it, so that's always an option. But I'm really happy with the way that these came out. Again, I used the Arteza Real brush pens, and they're really good. The more I use them, the more I like them. Then I also had some extra time on the stream, so I did some concept sketches. I just basically finalized each of these rough sketches into something that I could scan and then print onto a piece of paper. I think I'm going to paint them in gouache, but before I do that, I will kind of make sure that the sizing and the proportions are right for each one, so that it looks very consistent across the 3 paintings. So I'm happy that that's done. I was talking in the stream a little bit about how when it comes to concept designs, it's really imperative that I do as much of it in one sitting as possible, because that kind of helps eliminate any differences in style. And so if I can do as much of it in as close of a time period as possible, it creates a much more cohesive look. I think that was the case here. I think the last one's my favorite, but I mean, all of these 3 I still prefer over the finalized sketches. I hate when that happens, but it is what it is. And we'll just kind of go from there. But I love that this part is done, because now I can sit down to paint them much more easily. And painting them in parts over a longer period of time is less difficult than drawing and conceptualizing in different parts. So hopefully that's making sense, but I'm pretty hungry now, so I'm gonna sit down, make some dinner, watch some cartoons on TV, and chill out. My thumb started acting up in the stream. It was getting like really sore and it started cramping, and so I'm gonna rest it for a little bit, but if it's feeling better, I might sit down and sketch some more tonight. Good morning. It is now Sunday. For today, what I have planned is going to run a few errands. I wanted to go to a couple of stores. I have a list in my phone of things that I'm looking for, clothing items that I'm looking to upgrade or replace. So I think that will help keep me within a limit of some kind. And once I get back, depending on the time, I can show you what I got. Hello, I'm back. I was gone for about 4 hours. It felt really long. I'm really tired, but I did get some good stuff. I also went to Michael's, so I'm going to show you guys what I got from Michael's, but I'll go ahead and show you the clothes first. Okay, so the first place I went was Old Navy, and I just picked up a couple of things there. I had gone to Old Navy a couple of weeks ago with a friend of mine, and I saw these like tank top muscle tank tees. I love these. They're very much like my go-to clothing item. I could wear it to work. Honestly, I would find a way, and I could also wear it to work out, or honestly to bed. Sorry, the lighting is a little funky with the window. I can turn you this way. That might help. So anyway, I got one in maroon, and then I also got one in this light blue color, just because I knew I would definitely get a lot of use out of these. So they're very soft also. The next shirt I got is this one. It's like a camisole top. I tried it on, I really liked it, and I almost got another one, but they didn't have it in my size. So this was something, again, I could wear it to work. I dress shirts like this up all the time for work, and it works really well. But it's also comfortable and breathable, and again, very soft. Then, oddly enough, at Old Navy, they had e.l.f., and I had it on my list to pick up brow pencils and setting spray from e.l.f., and I was planning on getting that at Target, but they had it at Old Navy. I do think it was more expensive at Old Navy. These are normally $2 a piece, but at Old Navy they were $4, which is a little outrageous. Don't get these at Old Navy, get them at Target or Walmart or wherever. You're gonna pay a better price, but they had them there, so I just grabbed them. It didn't even really save me a stop because I ended up going to Target anyway. Don't do what I did, but I did get these. And then lastly, I got a pair of socks. I was really into the flamingo socks, and they have some cute polka dot ones as well. I just need to kind of continually upgrade some of my older pairs of socks with newer pairs of socks, so that's what these are for. Then I went to Marshall's, and I went to Marshall's for the purpose of finding workout pants, work appropriate shoes, and some more casual work camisoles and tops. I'll go ahead and show you the shoes first just to get them out of the way. I really liked these, and they had my size, so I thought these were super cute for work, very neutral, so they go with a lot of different things. Very comfortable size heel. They fit nice. They are easy to get on and off. They just have a little Velcro thing on the side, so really into these. Sorry, my AC just kicked on. I also got 2 pairs of workout pants. I'm not sure this brand, but I've gotten it before. It says it's Yogalicious. But I've gotten their yoga pants before and really liked them. I just got like a full-length pair. Then I also got a cropped pair, and the cropped pair has pockets. Then I got some camisoles. I fell in love with this one. I just grabbed it and was like, you're mine, this is mine. I'm noticing now that it has a strap that is just barely hanging on by literally a thread, so I'm gonna have to probably mend this a little bit. Like, had I tried this on in the dressing room, it would have just snapped. So I'm gonna try and mend that, but it was only a $6 shirt, so I'm happy with it. It's just, it's cute. It's got a little peplum on it. I also got another red camisole, but this one's different. This one is more meant to be like tucked into pants. There's nothing on the bottom like that one has the peplum. This is just kind of a straight up and down camisole. Also got one in pink because I don't really wear pink very much, but I am getting rid of some other camisole tops that I've just had and needed some upgrading, so I feel like adding some color back into the wardrobe is a good thing. And the last top from Marshall's is this kind of mustard yellow camisole tank top. The straps are a little thicker on this, but I really liked the fit. It's very comfy, and again, I can tuck it into high-waisted pants. That's basically my outfit formula for work, is like high-waisted tie front pants and a camisole top tucked in with like a cardigan. It's so comfortable and it's so versatile. I can do that with a lot of different pieces in my wardrobe. Side note, I was looking for tie front pants at Marshall's. I didn't find any this time, but hopefully a little bit closer to fall I will find some. That's when I found them in the past, and I've loved them. I get really good deals on pants there, so I'll just have to go back for more. As I hang these up, I will be making sure that there's nothing in my closet that is taking up space if it doesn't need to, and I can kind of get rid of everything and add it to this still growing pile behind me. Now I'll just quickly show you guys what I picked up from Michael's. First thing I picked up were these 3 Sakura Jelly Roll pens, and these are all in different sizes. You can see I got size 10, size 5, and size 8. I like that they're now clearly marked on the cap as well as on the pen itself. That's super handy, and I've been noticing that all my gel pens are running out of ink, so I think they were due for an upgrade, and it's nice to have that size variety as well. Then I also picked up a replacement blade, or rather 2 replacement blades for my Cricut. I think these are the right ones. I hope so. They weren't too expensive, so if I have to end up going back and exchanging them, that's not a big deal. Then I picked up some vinyl, and I mentioned to you guys that Arteza recently sent me some self-stick vinyl, but I wanted to try out a different brand for the sake of comparison. So you can see here I picked up a couple sheets of the Oracle vinyl. For some reason, one of them is 631. They only had the black and 631, and oh, it looks like the white too. So the black and white are Oracle 631, and then the colored sheets here, I got yellow and a red, and I also got matte and shiny. These are all Oracle 51, so I'm sorry, Oracle 651, as you can see there on the back. So I'm excited to try these out and see the comparison between the glossy and the matte, and also between the 2 Oracle types of vinyl, as well as the Oracle compared to the Arteza vinyl. So whenever I do review videos, I like to kind of offer a point of comparison just so that people know the differences. And yeah, so I picked up some vinyl. Then I also just picked up some normal craft paper. These are just 12 by 12 pieces of craft paper, and I got these specifically for the purpose of doing product shots in my videos. So these are just the cheapest sheets of paper that you can get in open stock at Michael's. And I picked up just some basic colors. This one's kind of cool because one side is very reflective, the other side is not. So I got the primary colors because that's definitely a theme I go for in my own work, including these primary colors. I got this star print, which I thought was really pretty and could potentially even be layered up with some of these other ones for like close-up product shots. I got this polka dot one, which I thought was really cute. a black one, and then like this craft paper one. So this is specifically for close-up product shots to post onto my Instagram. That is what these are for. So I'm gonna have to find an optimal way to store these so that they don't get bent or damaged, because I really want kind of that flat look on them when I photograph. So yeah, that's what I got at Michael's, and my day of shopping is complete. I want to get all of my stuff put away, and then I want to experiment with some vinyl cuts. I was on Design Space the other day because my theory is if I'm gonna try cutting vinyl for the first time, it's new territory for me. I'm used to doing printing cuts with my Cricut, not just cut projects. So I was going through some of the free images on Design Space because I thought these are already formatted to be compatible with Design Space, and so I've just selected a few of my favorite free designs to play around with. I have a couple here. The world is your canvas. This one just says hello. Coffee first, dream, believe, achieve. I thought that one was kind of cute. Create. So I was thinking I could try out a couple of these first and then make my own. This one says self-made. I thought that was really cute. So I just selected a few free ones that will kind of give me a little bit of experience with what types of designs work really well in vinyl, and then I will definitely be making some of my own as well. But this is just a good place to start, and I think it will get me a little bit more comfortable with transferring the vinyl onto contact paper and that sort of thing. So yeah, that is what I'm going to try and experiment with a little bit later today. Morning guys, it's now Monday. I was basically very unproductive after my last clip of the vlog yesterday. Didn't get to work on the vinyl, did not really do any sketching. I was just tired, and I had a really bad headache for most of the afternoon. It was one of those things where it was like, do I have a headache because I'm dehydrated, because I haven't eaten, because my hair is up too tight? I may be coming to the consensus that it was a caffeine headache because I didn't have any coffee yesterday, but I was fine for most of the day and then kind of completely out of it for the afternoon and evening. So yeah, but it's Monday. I don't have class anymore because my last day of class was last week, and that means that I have just this day to myself, and I'm planning on getting a lot of things done. I just recorded my first real-time voiceover for a Patreon video. I say real-time because it was sped up to 150%, so not really that much faster. And I'm just curious, for those of you who watched that video over on Patreon, and by the way, anyone can go watch it. I'm just putting it on Patreon so that it's a little bit more consolidated over there, because not everyone is into real-time stuff, but it's a very easy just sit down voiceover video, and you get to see me paint a little gouache landscape. But I don't really know what to talk about in those videos, so I had another video ready to voice over as well, but I'm gonna wait because I'm curious to know what you guys want out of those videos. I'm sure I could talk about, you know, step by step what I'm doing, but is that really what you guys want to see? Or do you guys just want like beautiful music in the background? Like, you know, I'm just trying to figure out how to make them the most helpful to those watching, and I'm assuming the majority of those watching are going to be patrons. So yeah, just let me know in the comments down below what you would like to see. I've also been playing around with my new stickers that I designed for my planner. I'll show you just a little bit so far. We have the Monday header and some social media ones, so that's very fun. I'm happy about that. And we're kind of just going through the motions today. The next thing on my list is to plan the Arteza review. Basically, I'm going to be looking back on all my Arteza product reviews thus far, taking the key highlights from that, and then planning a comprehensive review of all of the supplies with any updates that I have since recording those reviews. Probably gonna take a little bit of time and a little bit of going back down memory lane to my review videos that I posted over the last few months. All right, that took a little bit longer than I expected, but I did give myself ample time to do this just because I definitely wanted to plan everything out. So I have little summaries of all the products I've reviewed thus far, some general information about Arteza as a company. I'm not going to film this today because I actually want to wait to include some information about the two most recent products they sent me, the vinyl and the paint pens. So I might experiment with those a little bit today, but we'll just kind of see what we have time for. It is about 12:30 now. I've spent the last hour or so playing around with vinyl decals. This was just my first attempt. It was an experiment. It's going to be a gift, so I will definitely not endorse using intellectual property to make your own vinyl decals, but if it's for the purpose of giving it as a gift and not profiting, do as you will. For the video, I wanted to first experiment with some of these cry cut free designs like I mentioned before I experiment with my own. This was a worthwhile learning experience. I definitely learned about the difficulties of designs that are too small and detailed for their size. Let's just say this one looked a little different. But I'm happy with the final product. They all look really good and really cute. I'm tempted to actually try and put one on my water bottle right now. I think it would look really cute. I have a little sticker on my water bottle already. It's just a little heart sticker that has actually hung in there pretty well. It's not vinyl. So I think we'll try maybe putting the hello one on there. Let's try it out. Pretty gosh darn cute, if you ask me. I think that looks really good. Very fun, very on brand for me. So we'll see how well it holds up. I think this will actually be a really good experiment to determine if the Arteza vinyl is like life resistant for lack of a better term. I don't necessarily run my Hydro Flask water bottle like through the dishwasher or anything. I'd imagine it would not hold up in that sense, but just to see kind of how long it hangs in there, like if it starts flaking off by the end of the day, that will definitely impact my review. So I definitely wanted to try the vinyl out on something that I use very frequently, very regularly in my daily life. So I think this will be a really good test for when I do review the vinyl. So far, my adventures in vinyl have been easier than I anticipated, and I am very excited to try out my own designs. So I think that's what we'll do next. Okay, you're gonna hear the cry cut in the background, but you guys, look how good these look. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Actually, all 3 sizes peeled really well, super easy, and they look really good. I'm so excited, and I actually am going to be doing them in a few different colors. We have yellow, red is cutting right now, and then I'm going to be actually maybe even doing blue and white. Very excited. These will be available in my September store launch. So I'm going to kind of trim them up, clean them up, put the contact paper over, and then save them for September 1st when my store launch goes live. I'm gonna have to figure out something to do with those. But I'm gonna have some lunch really quick and then spend the rest of the time until Keith gets home painting. I haven't even sketched the painting yet, so I need to sketch it, scan it, print it, paint it. Yes, it's going to be an adventure, but I think I'll have time to do it. Also, I do have to get ready because when we go to Costco tonight, I'm getting my passport photos taken for my associate number license. So I don't want to look like a hobo. So I'm gonna get ready to, man, the day just flew by, but I've had a super productive couple of days. Hopefully it's been cool to see in the vlog, but I'm gonna eat something because I have not eaten since breakfast. Okay, whipped up the sketch pretty quickly. I actually had a really embarrassing moment where I went to go print it on the printer and it gave me an error, which is when this light lights up, and which usually means like the paper doesn't feed through properly. And so I looked in the printer and I couldn't find where the paper was, and it was like, oh, wow, it must be really stuck. And then I remembered I brought the paper over here to measure it and it was never in the printer at all. So I'm human, it's cool. We're gonna ignore the feet on this panda bear right now because it's you know, it'll come together in the end. I'm blindly confident. I am going to finish my lunch, probably get ready, and then once I'm ready and figure out what to do with all of these hard stickers, then I will sit down to paint, just because that will give me a little bit of time to breathe, because I feel like I've been going all day. 3 p.m. and I finally got ready. This was a really quick makeup look. I think it will photograph well, which is the whole point. It's not too glowy, but it's also not too flat and matte, and I think it will still be in pretty good shape when we go to Costco, because it'll only be in a couple of hours at that point. So yeah, that's good. Anyway, I forgot I ordered something from Amazon, so I'm going to show you guys what it is. I mean, I remembered what it is once it was delivered, but I forgot it was getting delivered today. So let's see what we got. Oh, it's a little heavy. Okay, so just a couple of things. First thing is some paper, and ugh, this straight up looks like it's been opened. It could just be that it tore, Yeah, it kind of just looks like it got a little bit roughed up in transit, but this is legal sized paper, so 8.5 by 14, 250 white sheets. So we'll take a look at this in just a second. Get that out of the way because that's all the camera wants to focus on. Next we have some heavy duty staples. These are potentially for use with my long arm stapler for the Inktober zines. I am not sure yet if it will require heavy duty staples, but it might. So I got them and they were pretty inexpensive. And then lastly is this. This is a new recording device. Oh, there is some hella rusty staples in this box. Yum. Okay. Going to avoid those as much as possible. So this is a new filming device. This was recommended to me by Colby, who's one of my patrons. I'll link his Instagram down below because he is stepping up his game. So this is going to be a very interesting contraption. Let's see if I can figure out how to show you a little bit better. This is basically an arm for a camera. And it does come with an attachment for a regular camera as well as a phone. I don't really know that I'll use the phone one that much, but I will definitely be using this one. And it rotates and everything like that. So let me go ahead and show you. All right, so I'm filming this on my phone now just so that you can see. You can see the camera is attached to this arm, and this arm rotates on a little ball socket in here. And then depending on how far this is adjusted, to be honest, I tried to adjust it further out and the camera was too heavy, even though this camera weighs only about a pound. But it does allow me to attach the camera either to this base or to this base, and to attach either my phone or my camera. And it comes, you can adjust the height, and then it has this nice weighted base. So this is basically just going to help me step up my filming game and make it a little bit easier to shoot overhead shots, which I'm really excited about. I'm gonna kind of clear off this desk from everything that's not paint. And then before I get ready to paint my little panda bear over there, I'm actually going to photograph the finished paintings that I have thus far, so that I can post those on Instagram this week. So I just took a handful of pictures just using my iPhone, just because that's kind of the easiest thing that I have to take pictures of quickly and edit them on the go wherever I am. So I just went ahead and did that, and I tested out these new kind of craft papers that I got for the purpose of photographing things for my Instagram, and I thought of a really genius way to store them, so I thought I would share it with you because it literally cost nothing and it was so easy. So I just have a little binder clip here, and I just flip one side out. Obviously you kind of want to make sure it's centered so that they're balanced, and then I guess I'll have the yellow side showing. But then I just literally hang it on my pegboard and they stay flat, nothing bothers them, they don't get ruined. Life hack. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Sorry if you can hear the AC going. I'm also trying out the new camera stand. I'm into it. I think it's going to come in handy for filming those overhead shots and potentially filming some closer angles in my artwork, and it makes it really easy to move the camera around my desk. I think it's going to be great. I'll let you guys know if I continue to recommend it. Maybe I can do kind of an updated how I film my videos video. I don't actually know if I've done one of those before. I think I have, but it was like in 2016, so don't watch it. I think it's time to paint. Goodbye, clean desk. It's about to get messy. Okay, that actually came together a lot quicker than I was expecting, and I am so glad because that is a weight off of my chest. I'm so happy that I finished it. I think it came out really cute, and I think my coworker will like it. So I'm gonna scan him, photograph him, and then I'm gonna get to editing this vlog, y'all, because this is gonna be a long one. It's already an hour, and I have not inputted any of the footage from this memory card, so wish me luck. But I think on that note, I will go ahead and end the vlog here because it's already long enough, and I feel like we did a lot of things together this weekend. I'm hoping that I have more productive days like this. It's really nice when I do, because not only do I feel really fulfilled and on top of things, but it's just, I don't get to do this a lot anymore. So I'm really trying to make the most of these days and time manage very effectively. I think this weekend was proof of that. So thank you guys for watching and hanging out with me this week on the vlog. Shout out to my patrons if you've made it this far in the video. Definitely give a round of applause to my patrons for pledging and supporting me. If you pledge to my $2 tier or higher, you get producer credit at the end of all my videos. Ooh, that AC is loud. Let's move into here for the outro. If you pledge to the $2 tier or higher, you get producer credit at the end of all my videos. So shout out to those amazing people, and thank you for their support. And thank you so much for your support, whether that's monetary support or otherwise. I appreciate you guys very, very much, and I will see you on the internet. Bye, guys.